In 1992, only a third of students owed money. Today, 90% are in debt, and the average...
Because I'm paying a lot at the moment. By the end of this, I'm a medical student. I'll have 35,000 grand debt anyway, let alone with the tuition fees introduced into that.
If we can make a difference, or at least let them know we're pissed off.
The government's plans for top-up fees aren't the most effective that they could introduce, and they're going to be...
The cost of a degree has reached nearly £20,000. If the government succeeds in introducing top-up fees, this cost will rise to an estimated £34,000 by the end of the decade. The past few decades have been bad for students and universities alike. A crisis has developed in university funding, forcing faculties to preside over decaying facilities. Pay for higher education staff has declined by 40% in comparison to office workers in the last 20 years. Meanwhile, since the elimination of grants, student debt has increased by 544% and now totals more than £5 billion. This is even while parents are paying £500 million towards university costs every year. There is no doubt that there is a crisis in education funding, but the government's proposal for top-up fees of £3,000 per year is not the answer. Only 17% of university students are from working class backgrounds, a decrease of 3% in less than 2 years. 3/4 of working class young people who decide not to pursue higher education cite lack of money and fear of debt as their main reasons. Tellingly, applications to medical school from students in the poorest social groups have decreased by 50% in 5 years. The added burden of top-up fees will only worsen this situation. Once you are forced to factor financial issues
damaging to students, damaging to universities, damaging to this country.
Both parties are actually promising that they're going to stop students going to university when education is our birthright.
We are fighting for the future. It's the responsibility of every single one of us. Look at what we can do when we work together. Unity is our strength. We care.
issues into your educational choices, your choices become limited. Our research shows that nearly 3/4 of students would have reconsidered their first choice of university if it had demanded a top-up fee. Inevitably, top-up fees will create a two-tier system where rich students can pick and choose any course at any place, whilst poorer students feel obliged to pick cheaper courses. Already, 42% of all students now work an average of 13 hours a week during term time, which impacts heavily on their studies. And if the cost of learning spirals, this will only get worse. NUS believes that if the government is genuinely committed to opening up university to the brightest and the best, then they must remove the threat of fees and debt. We do not want a UK higher education system where ability to pay is more important than academic ability.